Hi, welcome to another Urban Outdoors with SoCal video. My name is Danny Milton, and today we're going to be in Aliso Viejo. We're going to be going down a trail called Mentally Sensitive. So Mentally Sensitive is one of the steepest legal trails here in Aliso. It's very loose, it's always very sandy. I mean, even after a rain, there's just a lot of sand, a lot of the berms. Like I said, it's a very steep trail. According to Strava, it's about a 700-foot drop in elevation, and the trail is literally not even 3/4 of a mile long. And according to my Strava, it shows that it's at a negative 20.5 degrees, which is really steep compared to a lot of the trails around here. So it's one of those trails where you're not going to be going super fast. You're going to be kind of on your brakes almost the whole time, at least I am. And you're going to be kind of picking your line. There's a lot of really sharp turns. Like I said, a lot of sandy berms that you're going to be going through. And about halfway down, there is one kind of tricky little roller off of a rock and a sharp left-hand turn where there's a tree right there. Anybody who's done the trail knows exactly what I'm talking about. If you've never done this trail, I would definitely recommend watching. It's not a really hard trail as long as you're not trying to go too fast, especially your first time. You definitely want to just kind of ease your way down, pick your lines, and then come back and maybe rewrite it a second time and maybe go a little bit faster. But like I said, steep, loose, and a lot of fun. I'm also going to have the drone up in the air so you guys can kind of see a little bit more of what the trail looks like. I know the GoPro on the chest makes it look really flat and really easy, but hopefully with the drone up in the air too, you guys will kind of see a little bit more of that steepness. We're going to do a couple of runs. I'm going to have the drone out in front of me one time, maybe off to the side another, so we can get a bunch of angles at this trail. And you guys can come out and ride it for yourself. Okay, so just one quick note before we get into the trail. I'm going to show you a section that I rolled up on, and because of probably the most recent rain, a lot of the dirt was washed out of these rocks. And I came around the corner, and normally I would take the line to the left, but because a lot of that dirt got washed out, I'm going to show you right now. You're going to see that if you go down the middle of this, there are some really chunky rocks. You could probably send it if you were so inclined to do so, but typically, like I said, I would take the left-hand line down this part, but because of the runoff and all the dirt that's gone missing in between a lot of those rocks, I had to stop and go down the right-hand side. All right, here we go. Mentally Sensitive. I'm not going to be trying to crush any PRs today. Just kind of want to show you guys what the trail looks like. We had some rain last week, so some of the sand has been packed down, but this trail is always loose and very sandy. Actually, those first two kind of turns right there weren't too bad. This one's usually pretty sandy. Yeah, this one gets a lot of sun exposure too, so even when it does rain, it dries out pretty quick. The rain's not going to do anything to the deep sand like this right here, but it will knock down a lot of the dust. Already in the steeps. Got to stay left here, and then a nice sharp little right-hand turn. Whew. It's like I've ridden this trail a bunch of times, and still every time I get on it, it surprises me of how steep it is. It's crazy. Definitely want to control your speed, not get too crazy. Whew, like that. Kind of moving around the gutter there a little bit. This is a nice little steep one here. This is another one. It's like steep turn after steep turn. Definitely want to make sure your brake pads are nice and solid before you start this trail, because you're gonna burn them up. That's a little sharp one there. Got a little flat spot here, and then coming up on that midpoint section where you've got the nice little sharp left-hand turn right in front of that tree. But that rain we got last week really smashed down a lot of the dust, the real loose stuff on top. There's not a lot of rock on this trail. Here's our funny little turn here. Whew. All right, nice. Then you got to kind of be aware there's a turn right around the corner here. You definitely got to stay left on. Whew. All right. Trying to keep my weight on that back tire. Got to stay right side here. Whew. Definitely don't want to go down that left side or the middle there. A lot of dirt's been eaten away. And the rest is just kind of a lot of this. Flattens out a little bit here. Got a little speed section. You do have to look out for hikers, especially with how narrow some parts of this trail are. Come around that turn a little too quick. Got a hiker with earbuds in your face. That's never fun. Whew. A little bit of a open section here. The bushes are definitely a lot lower than normal, just because it's end of summer. Everything's dried out and pretty much dead. Come here springtime, and these bushes all around me are about 4 or 5 feet higher, and you can't see around any of these turns. Got this little kind of switchbacky stuff. Got a couple more turns here. Got a lot of brake bumps right through here. Got to watch this turn right here. You can get away from it real quick. And then straight out to the end. Woo. And the drone stayed on us the whole way. Thank you very much. Okay, so super fun trail. I had a blast. I don't think I've never ever gone down that trail 2 times in a row like that. You know, pedaled around through top of the world, hit it the first time, and then went down, you know, had the drone follow me from one direction, and then pedaled up meadows. A lot easier to do on an e-bike than it is on a analog bike, but got to the top, did the second run. A lot of fun, knowing a bit of a better line to go through that one rocky section that I was telling you guys about previously. Made it a lot faster. I haven't looked at my Strava yet, but trail is in pretty good condition as far as mentally sensitive goes. Now, there are a lot of turns that have a lot of sand in them, but the trail's not blown out by any means. A lot of the rain that we got last week washed off a lot of that kind of top layer of dust, and the trail was in pretty good shape. I was really surprised. Had a lot of fun. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Hopefully, if you've been thinking about going down this trail, this will help you, especially those drone angles, kind of give you a better sense of how steep this trail is. It's really steep. Every time I go down this trail, it always surprises me on how steep it is, but still a lot of fun. Just want to make sure you control your speed. Try not to skid too much, because then you're losing traction, and on some of those turns, you know, you have kind of an exposed, you know, outer edge. And if your back tire is sliding, you know, could lead to all kinds of bad things. But had a lot of fun on the trail. Super good time. Make sure you guys do all that fun stuff for me. Please smash that like button, share, comment. Definitely subscribe to the channel. If you're already subscribed, make sure you click that bell notification. That way you do get notified when I do come out with new videos. You know, we're doing hiking, hunting, mountain biking, all kinds of stuff, outdoor activities, you know, drone videos, all kinds of stuff like that. Stay tuned to the channel for more of that. Last but not least, click on one of these boxes up in the corner. One will take you to a rides playlist, another to a favorite video, and you can click the logo in that corner, like the logo on my shirt, to subscribe to Urban Outdoors in SoCal. Thanks a lot. Have a good day.